All right, let's go take a look at Flint, and then we'll get back to some of these requests. Yeah, I'm still got an hour. We're doing fine. Doing fine on time. I need cruisers. This way. Here we go. So, the big difference between Flint and Atlanta, of course, is you give up the radar, but instead you get smoke. So, I can still choose between unlimited defensive fire or hydro. As a Flint, you're gonna pretty much always choose hydro. Like, I don't know why you wouldn't. If you're gonna sit in smoke, you want fucking hydro. Like, that's not hard to figure out. Yeah, Xander, we got some time, though. Why do I have torpedo tubes mod? Oh, probably for the torpedo speed, I'm guessing. Yes. Okay, these are like, yeah, because Flint, also you get the long-range torps. So these are like Sims torps or Mahan torps. These are Mahan torps or Benson torps. They're very slow. They're like Benson torps, I think. They're very, very slow. So I took this one for the torpedo speed. Yeah, then we did hydro. Yeah. So then, okay, over here. Yep, fine. We want heavy HE on this boat. Yes. All of these things. And then let's take the extra bit of health. Let's take the extra bit of AA because it never hurts. And let's take the extra flood chance. There we go. That feels pretty good. All right, let's go try Flint. Now, do I want to play Flint in a ranked game? Let's try it. Let's play Flint in a ranked game. Let's try Flint in a ranked game. This might be a mistake. We're going to try it anyhow. Ferruccio, Belfast. Okay. So, if I back the Udachi and the Huron up, I have the opportunity to be very impactful. But I'm going to have to put the ship kind of at risk here. I think the play that I want to make is I want to be set up. I want to set up somewhere around in here with my smoke. Something like that. Like able to throw shells kind of into B or into A. Depending on how the spotting goes.
It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
Oh, and she's not quick. She's not quick. I mean, Brownstone, let's be honest, it can go that way in randoms too, right? The entire game, matchmaking is never going to be based on win percentage. Not that win percentage actually means anything, right? There's a whole lot of people out there with great win percentages, and the reason they have high win percentages is because they almost never play outside of a div. I've been playing this game almost a decade now. It'll be 10 years in July. I've probably played 90% of my games solo, maybe like 85. It's a lot. Most of my games are solo games. And I think my win rate's never gone above 62%, right? Because there's only so much you can do, right? I know about Flint. Well, so Night Owl, I don't think they should necessarily be banned, but I'll say that you shouldn't put too much stock in it. Let's put it that way. There was a time...
You're crazy.
Execrable with the gifted subs. Goodness gracious. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Win percent is incredibly misleading. There was a time in my career of playing boats that I absolutely used those mods, right? And you know, prejudged people based on them and stuff like that. But once I realized what a joke it kind of was, I sort of gave it up. So I don't screw with it anymore. I'm just like, it doesn't matter. The other thing is that it trains your brain the wrong way. You should always treat every, ooh, that's a problem. Every player, oh, hey, what's up? Every ship, every player you run into, you should treat as a potential threat.
Desert road, no gas, and no checks.
Oh, shiced. Come on, swing your bow back the other way. Okay, we're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. We got this. Yes! That's what we wanted. Now I can sit here and farm this Weavy for a little bit. Not too terribly long, but a little bit. I gotta get the lead correct. There we go. And so now, this right here is the hilarious, terrifying power of a Flint. It's psychological. It's the fact that I can sit here and be an absolute dirtbag to some of these battleships, and they can't do anything about it. They will never spot me. It's just a giant lull. Okay, the Akatsuki's on the extreme edge of the map. If I'm allowed to get into a position where I can just hilariously farm one of these battleships, they just get super, super salty. And I'll be honest, I get it. I understand why they get salty. Their entire team is so far up these cap circles, like, this is nuts. Okay. My money says the Akatsuki's going to try to come back and cap. And I intend to not give him that opportunity.
If I promised to kill you last, I lied.
Yeah, no, the Weavy made exactly the right move, which is get the hell away, right? He made exactly the correct move. Now, the Belfast is probably going to start targeting me if he's smart. Let's see if he's smart. Those torpedoes don't have the range to do much. Oh, look, our Yudachi died to secondary guns. What the actual is happening right there?
You gotta be kidding me.
Oh, hey, what up? Yeah, this is... You should never have allowed this to occur.
Time to put on the beer goggles. I shot, you died.
That was a mistake. That Akatsuki should have never been there.
Much better.
Coochie coochie.
Good news is the Weavy should go out shortly-ish. Yep, there he goes. Nachi will finish capping, and that just leaves us some light cruisers to clean up. I could swap to the AP here, but I'm probably not quite at the range where it's going to be impactful, and he's so low, I don't think it matters. I'm just trying to get enough damage onto him that he dies. There we go. Ferruccio's probably going to kill this KG, I'm betting. We'll see if the KG can dodge out of it, but it looks like he's going to eat at least 3 of those. Yeah, he's out. So, Ferruccio actually made a good play for him, because it allows him to... possibly save his star by picking up a quick kill there. We'll see what happens. Not always, King. Not always. But one tries.
Much better.
Come on, New Mexico. There we go.
Welcome to Jurassic.
No, my friend, you're under my hydro now. You're dead. Get wrecked. Go pound of sand, Belfast. Who was that? 6-Man. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Yeah, Electric, same idea. Like, at the end of the day, the stats mods, right, don't improve your gameplay. In fact, I would argue that they screw your gameplay up because you will play differently based on what the mod tells you your perception of certain players around you should be. Forget it. I'm going to play the game the way I believe it needs to be played, right? I'm going to try and fulfill the role my ship needs to take, regardless of what everybody else around me is doing. If I do that to the best of my ability, I've played a good game. Sometimes I don't. I'm human. Sometimes I screw up. I make bad decisions, or I take risks that don't pay off. That's Warships. And at the end of the day, who cares? It's just a game, right? We're having fun. I get salty. I will always get salty, guys. Because sometimes I see people making what I believe are amazingly dumb decisions. Like, earlier, we watched a Scharnhorst sail directly into the teeth of 5 enemy ships. I wonder how that engagement ends. How could that possibly end? I don't know. But if I'm out there playing my best game, right, regardless of what the team around me is doing, regardless of what my opponents are doing, what does it matter? Oh, I can play York. I love York. York is a great boat. There you go. Flint. So, Flint has a different set of strengths than Atlanta. I don't want to say it's different. That's not true. She has a different set of tools. Let's say that. Flint has a different set of tools than Atlanta, but she can still be highly effective. Because of the smoke, she's a little more dependent on her teammates. She's a really good boat in a div. A really good boat in a div. If you play a lot of solo, more challenging. Not to say that you can't make it work, obviously, but a little more challenging.